Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm pretty excited. Koro has leaked, and we have two new Pokemon. I just got home from recording some Pokemon Go as well, so that'll probably be up today as well. Got a lot of videos going up today, but we have two new Pokemon revealed, and Sarah B has linked them. So, first off is the bear Pokemon, Kiteruguma, and it is normal in fighting with the abilities Fluffy and Klutz. So, this is how the bear looks. Love the way it looks. Apparently its description says, and obviously this information will be dated up to the point where I'm actually recording this, so if there's more information that happens, then where we actually get what its ability does, and that'll be super cool, and that'll obviously be there. But apparently, as it says right here, Kiteruguma people are scared of it to the point of having warning signs about it. Wow. It is really strong and can break anything in two. So that's sort of similar to Ursaring. I don't know if you actually ever watched the anime back in the day, but there was always Ursaring signs, and you would see Ursaring like during mating season just rampaging around. So it's normal fighting, which is pretty cool. Offensively, fighting is just solid typing offensively, and normal usually gives you a ton of coverage as well as a really solid HP stat. A lot of normal types are really fat. Specifically like Chansey, Blissey, even Dunsparce has good HP stat, things like that. Typically have a good HP stat, so maybe we can expect that from that. And it has Klutz, which is cool. Maybe you'll have access to something like Switcheroo or Trick. I just laughed at the music in the background. But maybe you'll have access to something like Switcheroo or Trick where it can swap an item. Klutz obviously means that it doesn't get to use the item per se, so it doesn't get the effect of the item. Like if it's packing a Toxic Orb or anything, it won't be activated, and there won't actually be, it won't get poisoned, but it can switcheroo it, and then you'll obviously take the Toxic Orb, so that'd be pretty cool. And I have no idea what Fluffy is. I feel like it's one of those abilities that's, I feel like Fluffy's gonna be like huge power. I really feel like that's just like one of those misleading names, but then again, we have necessarily no information on it, so we don't know what it'll be. I'm sure they will update it a bit, but it likes to hug its trainers, and it is really strong and can break anything in two. So we can definitely expect this to be an extremely powerful Pokemon. We see it right here breaking wood in half. If you look right here, and it actually comes with a little bit of wood, so you see it breaking in half. So I definitely expect this to be a very powerful Pokemon, maybe slow, maybe sort of similar to Ursaring. Ursaring has guts, and it's a really strong Pokemon. Like offensively, Ursaring hits extremely hard. And we have another Pokemon, Mimitsukiyu, and it is a ghost and fairy type. And it has the ability to disguise. Maybe that's similar to Illusion, where it can disguise itself or pretend to be another Pokemon, or sort of similar to maybe a Ditto, where it can transform or copy a Pokemon. But obviously up here, this is just a little disguise. It's actually wearing what it looks to be like a Pikachu type of Halloween outfit, but I'm assuming this is the actual eyes of it right down here, and this is how it actually looks. Really cool. The design is actually really cool. And Ghost and Fairy is super sick because you're not weak to dark, you're not weak to poison, and you're weak to steel, obviously, and opposing ghosts. But I think those are the only two typings that actually hurt that thing. And offensively, Ghost and Fairy are extremely strong. That is two of the strongest typings. Ghost, obviously, in this generation. I don't know if in the next generation we'll be able to change it. But Ghost, obviously, not being resisted by anything bar dark, because Steel obviously lost that resist to it in the 6th generation. Hopefully in 7th generation, well, we'll see in 7th generation if it still keeps that. But it also can take knockoffs pretty well. Not pretty well, but it's not weak to knockoff necessarily, just because of that fairy typing being covering that ghost weakness. And fairy is just a great offensive type, and this also gives us a switch into dragon types, and again, two great offensive typings. And it is rumored that cloth covering its body is a strategy to avoid the sun. Don't try to remove the cloth. It said that those that do become afflicted with an illness will bring more as it comes. So obviously, like I said, we don't have the most information on these Pokemon, but it's pretty cool that we got these two new Mons, and maybe they'll have something to do with its cloth as it evolves, if it does end up evolving, of course, as a Pokemon. I love how they compare Pikachu right here. But maybe also there'll be different actual ways this Mon looks and different disguises for it, because it is the ability to disguise. Maybe it will actually even share the traits of a Pokemon that it disguises. Sort of similar to, I feel like this is a long shot, but let's say it's kind of like imposter, where when you see your opponent's Pokemon, you transform into it, but maybe it's disguise, gives it the ability of the Pokemon. Who knows? I want to know your thoughts, of course. Pretty cool that we have these 2 new Pokemon, though. They look sick. And yeah, leave your thoughts down below. I am extremely hyped, and I'm going to go edit a Pokemon Go video, so you guys will be having that today, too. So, yeah, I'll see you guys. So, goodbye.